All right, it is time to do a CSS battle. Let's start the timer. And we have some boxes. Let's do YLE. What immediately comes to mind is to do borders. It's a little hard to tell, but it looks like the thicknesses of all of the things that are borders are the same. You could also use box shadows for that. Usually, border is shorter than box shadow. Since the box shadow you have to get to the grow parameter. It takes a few parameters to get there. In this case, most of which are 0, so they're short, but not non-existent. So I'm going to start with just a background for the HTML of the lightest blue. And then I'm going to select the body's background and make it a slightly darker blue. On the border, 20 pixel, solid, darkest blue. And now the question is, do I want to, well, I have to margin it. I have to margin it to position it. Yeah, I think I just want to margin it. Margin top's going to be, I don't know, 80, 70, 75, 74, 76, maybe 75. I don't know. The diff looks weird today for some reason. I don't know why. 125. That looks okay. Not right, but okay. And then I want a paragraph tag. And I'm thinking, do I want 2 paragraph tags? Do I want to do a box reflect? I don't know the answer to that yet. But if I want to have a paragraph tag, it has to exist. I'm going to clean that part up. So there's what we get by default. It is extending the body down, and it goes off to the side here because it's inheriting margins from the body. So we need to do something like margin let's say 0. Yeah, okay. So margin is going to be 30. Why is it pushing down so far? We may have to give this a height. Probably going to have to give it a height, but that's okay. This also will need either height or padding or something. Height, 20 pixels. This is mad. All right, so margin 30. Then minus, I don't know what it is, 50. 0. And 50. That's the opposite of what I wanted, of course. I don't know why I'm doing that one first. I just felt like that one needs to go first. Minus 70 and minus 70. So 90 and 110. And it needs to be pushed down 50, 60. And then it's starting to come up minus 10. Height needs to be 30. Needs to come up again 20. Now, well, this is wrong. It's too wide. Oh. This one needs to go 130. That looks right. And I don't need pixels on height. And then I need another paragraph tag. So plus pushes it down, of course. Ha! Margin minus 100, 60, 70. Okay. Uh, this one's going to be 130. 0. Nope. Minus 20. 150. And then this one's going to be 180. No. Yeah. That's the right margin. We want to push it over. I'm doing something stupid, obviously. Yeah. Is that one negative? Yeah, evidently it is. Okay. Um, 130 and minus 90, reverse of the above. Makes sense. So that should be a match. But that's kind of the very most obvious solution. 149 characters minified. We could unit replace, but there's only one unit to replace. It's 20 pixels. So what else can we do? So I don't think that either scale or zoom work very well because the border is a consistent size. The border doesn't vary with the size of the box. And I think with both of those, that the border is going to, say, scale to, yeah, the border is going to vary with the size of the box. Let's try to zoom to, I don't know where it went. 1.5. And let's move it. It's the wrong way. Yeah, the border with zoom also gets thicker. So I would have to adjust the border every time. Well, every time. One time, if I wanted to use something like zoom or scale. Um, I don't, could I do it with box shadow? It feels like it's going to be a lot of box shadows to get it to work. Although, anyway, unit replace, minify, submit. There's still probably some, I can play with some percentages on margins to get a few characters less, but that's going to be good enough for now. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop the recording, play with some things, and see if I come up with a good idea because I don't want to post 30-minute recordings every day. So maybe I'll be back if I'm not. Thanks for watching. See you next time.